Amanda is from a prominent Southern family and grew up with traditional family values. Moreover, she grew up somewhat wealthy, constantly pampered, and she cannot accept the reality that she no longer has these privileges. She projects her longing for social and financial success for both of her children. She is the most extroverted and theatrical character in the play, always pushing her children to fit her narrative.
I was going through my little red book, and I saw that your subscription to the Companion is about to expire just when that wonderful new series by Besame Harper's starting.
Hence, projecting her ideals onto her children in hopes that they, Tom and Laura, could live the life she always wanted. Amanda is a flat and static character. She remains the same as there are no changes in her representation, ideologies, and character in general. She represents the stereotypical role of a strict mother who pushes her children to high levels of achievement. Additionally, she continues to embody the traditional and outdated views regarding gender roles and family responsibility to the very end. This is evident in several quotes in the play.
You don't say, go to the movies, go. Don't think about us. A mother deserted, an unmarried sister who's crippled and has no job. Don't let anything interfere with your selfish pleasure. Just go to the movies.
She emphasizes how Laura is unmarried with no job and calls Tom selfish for not doing something that she expects the man of the house to do. This shows how Amanda values stereotypical gender and family roles and strictly lives by them. She doesn't believe neither she nor Laura could and should sustain themselves. She relies on these stereotypical roles and thinks the women in the household are helpless when these roles are not fulfilled by Tom. This leads to one of the main themes we connected to Amanda, which are gender roles. Amanda prioritized things like gender roles where the husband provides for their family and is the head of the house, while the wives are expected to be domestic, caring for their children and doing the housework. For example, she expects Tom to be the main provider of the family and support the household in the place of their absent father. Additionally, Laura is pushed to marry a rich man in order to depend on them and for them to hopefully provide for her family too.
Unfulfilled desire. So the play presents Amanda as a strict and demanding mother towards her children, having high expectations for both Tom and Laura. She desperately wants both of them to bring fortune to the household. This example not only further supports Amanda's need to want to live through her children, but also relates to the previous theme of gender roles, and how she expects him to ultimately pick up the slack for the rest of the family.
Salivary glands, animal secretions, mastication.
Temperament like a metropolitan star.
As a result of Amanda's actions, her overall attitude towards her kids implies her displeasure in their current lifestyle and status. Throughout the play, her character finds difficulty in coming to terms with their new reality. For further context of the play, the Glass Menagerie is set in 1937, during an extremely bleak economic period known as the Great Depression. So during this time, many were left without jobs and could not afford food or homes, making Tom very fortunate to have a job at all during this time. With this context in mind, the Wingfield family were at their lowest, struggling to live through the Depression with only a single form of income. Although in today's standards, Amanda's views and attitude towards her children are insanely problematic, in the sense that she only saw Tom as the main provider, while disregarding his passions, essentially putting the burden on him, while not having the same expectations for Laura. Unfortunately for Laura, Amanda instead tries to marry her off to a man that can make a fortune. But back when women were not supported in the workspace and jobs were severely scarce, Amanda's attitude seems to make a bit of sense. Simply not wanting the only man who was allowed to work to lose or leave his job, which would leave the entire family at risk. Amanda even goes as far as to find another form of supporting the family through marrying Laura off, just to ensure the family's security. She is just a mom who fears for her family's future,